Twitch, I'm sure this was a mistake, but man, oh man, was it a monumental one. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. So if you remember, about a month ago, I had a YouTube video talking about how there was a Twitch streamer named MrDeadMoth. And he had a live stream where he was playing Fortnite. He gets into an argument with his wife. The argument gets physical. Yes, I know everyone's going to want me to say it. She also was like throwing stuff at him too. She was also being physical, but doesn't matter who was what. It was just a disgusting altercation all around. There should have been no violence whatsoever. There was children there. Their kids were there crying in the background. It was really pathetic to watch and absolutely disgusting, in my opinion. So Luke, MrDeadMoth Monday, was banned from Twitch. And when it comes to violence, you would think that Twitch would have permanently banned him. But no, on December 30th, MrDeadMoth was actually streaming Fortnite on Twitch again. And everyone was like, what the hell are you doing, Twitch? This is the guy who just assaulted his wife live on stream, allegedly, because the altercation kind of happened off camera, but come on. But come on. You knew exactly what was happening from the audio and the kids crying and the woman crying and just if you have an IQ of 80, you knew what was going on. Well, anyway, like I said, on the 30th, MrDeadMoth's ban from Twitch, I guess, was only temporary. Well, was only temporary. He was on there streaming again. Thousands of people were watching and wondering how in the hell is this guy on Twitch again when there's women that are fully clothed twerking and they get banned. Could someone explain that to me? And here are some of the comments you saw on Twitter. This comes from FaZe Has. The man who beat his wife on stream, MrDeadMoth, is currently live streaming from your platform. How have you allowed this to happen, bruh? Twitch. We have Mr. Big Snow here saying, hashtag MrDeadMoth. How is this poor excuse of a man allowed back on Twitch? I've seen channels banned permanently for as little as saying an offensive word, which is true, but you're letting someone who literally bashed their wife live back on your site after a 2-week suspension? Pathetic. And here's one more for you. Hey, Twitch, how is this absolute spineless worm, MrDeadMoth, able to stream on your platform again after bashing his wife/fiance on stream? Pretty disgusting that he's even allowed an account after that despicable act. Well, Twitch Studios director Marcus DJ Wheat Graham responded to the outcry, and this is what he had to say on Twitter. Yes, I work for Twitch. No, I do not know why every moderation decision is made. I appreciate many of you turning to me for answers, but I'm afraid I don't have any about this at this moment. However, I'm a concerned community member just like you, and I will look into it. Thank you. Now, due to the outcry on social media and on Twitch, Twitch did reban MrDeadMoth's account on January 4th, which it should be permanently banned. They even say violence and threats usually lead to an indefinite suspension. Now, do I think that Twitch meant to do this? Like, oh yeah, he slapped around his wife a little bit. The kids are crying in the background. Who cares? Let's give his account back after a couple weeks. No, it slipped through the cracks, and I'm sure they would have meant to permanently ban his account from the get-go. But it's just funny to me how this slips through the cracks, quote unquote, and then you have a streamer like Lily Stella, almost forgot her name, I had to look down, who twerks fully clothed, and it was like the most PG-rated twerk ever. Couldn't see anything. In my opinion, you couldn't even really see butt cheek, and she gets banned. And yes, and people who are complaining saying, look, Twitch streamers have been banned for using the wrong words. And they're right. They're right. And it goes back to, it's kind of off subject from MrDeadMoth. Like, yeah, he's a piece of crap. I think he's actually has a court case coming up later this month for what he did to his wife, so on and so forth. And I'm glad to see he's permanently banned. But I still think a lot of people didn't agree with my opinion on Lily Stella, saying, oh, Rich, she just shows off her body on cam, so on and so forth. Fine. If she does, I'm not disagreeing with you on that. But that particular instance where she got banned from Twitch, I don't think she should have. It was like PG at best. If you're really a conservative person, maybe you could push it to PG-13, but it was fully clothed, and I don't know. I don't think it was ban-worthy, but that's just me. Now, look, there's a lot of people, shockingly, that defend MrDeadMoth because, his wife started throwing her, his fiance started throwing stuff at him first. And look, I saw the video. I actually, before I started doing this part of this video, watched it again. I'm not saying that she's right for doing that, but she was throwing, it looked like cardboard at him, and nothing hit him, nothing hurt him. And for him to have that reaction to go start slapping her and attacking her is unacceptable. And look, man, he should have just stopped the stream right there and had a conversation with his fiance or wife, or an argument, and ended it there. But no, not only did the moron not stop his stream so the entire world could watch what his stupid ass is doing, he hit his wife, he attacked her, he hurt her, okay? And he's a grown-ass man, and she looked like she was like throwing cardboard at him. And there's no reason for violence on both sides. I'm not condoning what she did. She should not have been throwing shit at him. But his reaction was disgusting and unacceptable, all right? It's not how it should have been handled, and on top of everything else, he should have just shut the damn stream off and handled the situation without violence behind the scenes. And the fact that the kids were there is absolutely disgusting. And they both, honestly, if you want my honest opinion, both him, MrDeadMoth, and his fiance or wife handled that situation absolutely horribly. And they should be ashamed of themselves for doing it in front of their kids. But anyway, I'm glad that he is permanently banned off Twitch. He doesn't deserve to have a Twitch channel if he's going to be a disgusting piece of crap like that. And I'm glad in the end Twitch made the right decision. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.
Hey, congratulations! If you made it to the end of the video, you should subscribe to Review Tech USA so you can hear me blabber on some more. Also, too, starting this month, I will be live streaming solely on Twitch. I'll have a link to my Twitch channel below in the description. And last but not least, make sure you click that like button. It helps out the show big time. See you guys in the next video.